everyone. I'm Dana Daniels, and welcome to Show and Tell. Our guest today is the CEO and co-founder of Gearbox Software. Please welcome Mr. Randy Pitchford.
Hi, Dana. How's it going, everybody?
Hi, Randy. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, too. We should have been together today. But,
I know. Randy, you have a theater in your home.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you can call it that.
Okay.
Yeah,
no, that's awesome. And you book magic shows,
yeah.
right?
My wife and I created the Peacock Theater because we love live entertainment. I think I owe everything.
Now, why is it called the Peacock?
Well, that's a long story. If you look here, can you see these? Can you see those stained glass windows there?
Yes.
Yeah. So they're replicas of the stained glass windows that Elvis Presley has at Graceland that separate his living room from his entryway. Anyway, you want to check the place out? We're here for show and tell.
I would love it. Love it. Let's do a tour. So and I know you have a.
Yeah, I got a couple things to show. So we're actually in the control room right now, and you can see through the window the stage, and I've got a full lighting kit and sound kit and everything you need to do a legit show. But if we step down from the control room into this is the green room, and I have some memorabilia here. Like, for example, let's look at this wall here, and there's Walter Gibson's Master's Fellowship from the Academy of Magical Arts.
Wow.
This is Richard Valentine Pitchford Cardini. Happens to also be my great uncle.
Your great uncle is Cardini the magician.
Yeah, crazy, right? And he obviously had a big influence on me. I'm sort of using this whole experiment as a proof of concept for a live venue that I intend to build a public.
Oh, wow.
No one buys a ticket to the Peacock. There's no money exchanging hands here, except we do have a budget. We have a fund that we put together to pay the talent and take care of performers. Because I remember what it was like to grind it out, and we gotta.
So you were a magician too, right?
Yeah. In fact, you probably don't remember this, but you and I first met. I think you worked at Wizards.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And I was a young kid with braces on my teeth, and I was strolling at Wizards, and I was.
Well, that was you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a bunch of us.
Yeah. But
if you remember, that was me. And I also worked in at the magic counter down at the shop, and that was probably some of the best times of my life.
Okay, you're blowing my mind, Randy. I know.
I know, right?
Okay.
This is a long time ago. It's like 25, 30 years ago.
So you didn't stick with the magic profession, and you went into this Gearbox thing. So
yeah, video games and magic, I think, are allies. Almost everything I learned in magic, I apply in video games, and I stuck with the magic, just not as a full-time thing.
Right.
I've been in and out, and I like to go to. I like to do some trade things, and I ended up buying Genie magazine when I think a number of years ago, as the world started getting more digital and print was starting to run into more and more difficulties, I was able to help Genie stay around.
Wow.
But yeah, great. I mean, magic's always been a huge part of my life.
Well, what else you have here?
So this is one of Cardini's top hats.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and this is one of these collapsing opera hats. So I mean, it's very old, but look at that. That is stage makeup from the man caked in. This came from Knoxville, New York, a couple of doors down from where Cardini first met Vernon.
Yeah. Vernon.
Yeah, and there's some cool things back here too. Like, this is pretty exciting. So I've got this Vaudeville 2000 poster.
Oh.
Rudy Covey and Kevin James did.
I have one of those.
It's freaking awesome, and they signed it for me, and I've got.
That's great.
I picked up. It's really tough right now with the coronavirus, and everybody's locked down, and it's just decimated live entertainment. It's just brought it to a halt.
Tell me
And
about
so,
it.
one of the trade-offs is it's actually, there's a lot of stuff now you can get, and it doesn't cost as much. Like, so I picked up some things. Like, I love Rudy Kobe. He's one of my favorite magicians on the planet. So I got, this piece of wood from a show that he did where he nailed the nail in his face. And
Oh, yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
down here, I haven't hung it up yet, but if you look down here, this is a Lab Man poster with Rudy Kobe's from his act, the Lab Man, of course. And this is crazy. So if you look in here, this is actually where we do hospitality, but this is an actual Rudy Kobe head. Look, up here's the chainsaw from the Four-Legged Man Act, and here's the Rudy Kobe head. This is an actual Rudy Kobe head from the Four-Legged Man Act. And over here, I've got another one. And if you look up here, there's another one, and I've got it in the costume here. And and I only have 2 legs. If any of you watchers want to get a couple more of the legs, because I need 4 legs for the Four-Legged Man Act.
That's almost lifelike.
It looks lifelike. Actually, you know what? Check this out. There's a button. I think it's this button here. If I press it,
You push it. Oh.
Yeah, it's a little sticky.
It does the Rudy Kobe pose.
Gotta get John Gahn to work on it and see if I can fix it a little bit. But yeah.
So not only do you collect.
Moving right along.
Okay.
This fellowship, we got some posters here.
Let me know if you have any other magician body parts, okay? Warn me.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll give you a warning, a heads up. We're not actually in the rental ground behind where I was talking about earlier. If you look up here, I've got Polaroids of a lot of the performers, but I've been kind of lazy. So I only have like a handful of them. But like, here's Zabrecki and Handsome Jack from the first show, and
Rudy.
Neil Hamburger, and
Wow.
lots of great folks up here. But I have dozens of these. Actually, let's go back to the turret.
Wow.
So this turret that we're in, it actually connects to the backstage. And we use it sort of as a staging area, so that I also have some of my old props and stuff on display and some other cool stuff here. But this is also an area where we can kind of backstage hang out when we're about to go on. And if you look, you can see there's a television up here.
Yes.
And this television shows closed circuit what's going on the stage. There's a little headset here that stage manager can talk to the control room from back here. And then through these curtains, we can get backstage. But there's some cool stuff in here. Let's see. Some bear props up high. A lot of this stuff is stuff I used to work with back when I was busking and doing strolling magic and occasionally some stand-up stuff.
Wow.
But yeah, and I've got my old wands. But there's also some cool collectibles. Like this is Cardini's silver wand from the Magic Circle.
Wow.
And I haven't polished it. It's hard to see, but there's an engraving on there. But this is actually Cardini's wand. And I've got Channing Pollock's wand from the Magic Circle.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
And then some fun stuff. There's some stuff from some modern magicians. Like this is these are the clear plastic cups and balls with the aluminum balls that Penn and Teller do in their cups and balls routine. And they performed it here at the Peacock. And when Penn and Teller were here, yeah, wow. they performed that and they left it. Let's see what else I've got. I mentioned earlier I bought Genie magazine, so I tend to keep my issues of Genie. This is actually I usually put it up there, but I haven't been keeping up with it. This is actually several months ago. But yeah. That's Nick DeFont, and Nick was kind enough to sign the issue for me. It's on the inside. I'm not going to take it down.
Nice.
But I don't know if you read Genie, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
With profiles of performers. Nick is an up and coming magician who, as you know, because I think you've done it, he subs for Matt King occasionally.
Yeah, I fill in for Matt quite a bit.
And he does a lot of cruise ships, like with Disney and other folks. And I think you've done a cruise ship.
Yeah. No, Nick's hilarious.
Yeah, and he's really fun performer. And but that's all dead now. There's no cruise ships. There's no Harrah's, and there's no Matt King show. So he's and I've been trying to help out there.
Randy?
What's up?
Hey, Randy.
Nick.
Hey, Randy.
Oh.
Your laundry is done. I finished all your laundry now.
Nick, I told you not to. But you're interrupting me, Nick.
I know it's supposed to be the magic room, but it's done, and I just want to let you know.
Okay. look, I thought we agreed you would do the pool before we did the laundry. Yes.
Okay.
Thanks, Nick.
But you're still employing magicians.
Yeah, no, it's tough out. It's tough out there for everybody, and Nick needs to work and needs to eat like everybody else. So, we're doing the best we can. And
So not only do you collect magic, you collect magicians.
Well, a couple.
Yeah.
Growing collector.
You got Nick and you got Rudy. Okay.
You were supposed to be here today, Dan. It's like Hotel California. You weren't going to leave. You don't know.
I was never going to come back. Become part of the collection.
That's right, man. You like the Cardini stuff? I just opened this drawer here. These are Cardini's billiard balls in this case. Before I open it, by the way, check this out. These are scissors, and they say Teller on them. So when Teller stayed here, he stayed down in one of our guest rooms, and the next morning he gets up early, and he brought he had all these bags of pancake mix, and he was making pancakes for us the next morning, and he had like a whole bunch of tons of pancake mix, but we couldn't find scissors to open the bags. And so we said, look, this is a problem everybody has. I have the solution. What you need is scissors don't cost much. So you just count up all the drawers in every room in your house, and you make sure that every drawer has at least one pair of scissors in it. And it doesn't matter where you are, you always have scissors. And we're like, okay, that's a clever idea. A couple weeks later, we get a box in the mail from Teller, and he'd gone through the place, counted every drawer, and he sent us 50 pairs of scissors. And so every drawer has a pair of Teller scissors in them. But let's look at this. Let me get this out of here. This is awesome. These are Cardini's billiard balls.
I love the case.
Yeah, it's so great.
Is that the original case you used, or?
Yes.
Oh wow!
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh wow!
Now in this set, we haven't seen a video of him performing the full billiard ball routine, because in the Festival of Magic television show, the one time he made a television appearance, he did a cut down version of the billiard ball bit. It didn't do the whole bit, but there's a lot of color changes which wouldn't work in black and white.
Yeah.
And he would color change from green to red. This was a blue ball that he had clearly sanded down and hadn't repainted.
Now, what years did Cardini perform? What was his heyday?
The late 1920s. I think the first paid performance we know of was in the very late 1920s, and he was king all the way through the 30s and into the 40s. And it wasn't until the 1950s that his career started to slow down, but really he just shifted to things like cruise ships and other private stuff. And then as he got older, he began making stuff. And he made things for other magicians, made reels and all kinds of cool technology that a lot of magicians.
Did he appear in vaudeville, burlesque, or did he do his own shows in theaters?
No, vaudeville. He at the Palace Theater in New York City. Bob Hope was MC.
Hey,
he was the headliner.
I performed at the Palace Theater in New York City.
There you go.
with the Illusionist.
That's right. And back in the 1930s, that was the best venue in the world.
By far. It was amazing.
Without question. Cardini was a headliner opening night at Radio City Music Hall.
Really?
A lot of people don't know that. Yes, and I have a photograph of the marquee. It's pretty wild. Yeah, crazy stuff. I want to show you a couple other things. This is a original first edition of Reginald Scott's Discovery of Witchcraft, and I've got it in a museum case that keeps it protected. But 1584, and you can kind of see the binding because I put a mirror down there, and the binding wasn't original because this thing was just a manuscript when it was published, but that binding is also hundreds of years old. It's like this. It looks like the Necronomicon. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. I can come back here. This is the backstage of the Peacock Theater, and I can show you what it's like to step out onto the stage. So this is what you'd miss.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Now it's this would be filled with chairs and people, And we're still working on some stuff. Nick's learning how to spin plates.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
it's
so,
a good time to learn.
Yeah, building a new bit. That's we're all building stuff in here. We're all trying to
Yeah.
figure out what we're gonna do when this is all over. So why not use the time for something?
Sure. Yeah, we'll all different acts when we come back.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, hey man, I hope you liked having a look around and getting a tour of the place.
Man, it was more than I expected, and I'm just blown away. And just sitting back and enjoying it. And Luigi enjoyed it too, I can tell.
Oh, I need to see Luigi again. It's been far too long.
Yeah, I'll bring Luigi with me when we perform, and he'll leave a little souvenir on your stage.
Oh, that's amazing. Don't worry, I got Nick. He'll take care of it.
Oh, Nick will clean it up. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
all right, man.
Randy, thanks a lot so much for doing this, and really do appreciate it. And I can't wait to perform at your theater. And
wait till you can get here.
yeah, it's everyone give a nice goodbye to Randy. Thank you, Randy.
Cheers. Thanks so much.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, you guys.